He says, "Hey coach, during the process of retraction, if my ex cancels on any of the three dates that she's supposed to come to my place, does that tally reset? The kitty ran away. LOL. She did all the pursuing. My game has been tight. Woman's emotions like the weather. My emotional center is a submarine, not a canoe. Not affected by the weather."
Well, almost all the time when you've walked away and you're in no contact and she reaches back out and then you ask her to get together, since she's reaching out, it's her idea. 99% of the time, she's not going to cancel. However, if she does, if she offers to reschedule because something really did come up, then go ahead and make the reschedule. But if she just cancels and says she can't make it and doesn't offer a reschedule, then from that point going forward, you're never going to, even if she reaches out or continues reaching out after that, you're not going to bring up getting together. And so one of two things will happen. She'll either bring up getting together or she'll stop contacting you. So if she sends you a text, just like Seven Principles Get an X Back says, say she's canceled a date, doesn't offer a reschedule in a few days or a week or so later, she texts you, send two or three text replies back, and then just say, hey, I got to run, talk to you later. If she calls you or FaceTimes you, talk for a few minutes. Oh, hey, it's great catching up, but I got to run. I'll talk to you later. Hey, I'm about to step into a meeting, whatever happens to be. And then just get off the phone. And one or two things will happen. She'll either bring up getting together, and then in that case, then you can make a date. Or if she never brings up getting together, eventually she'll just stop contacting you. So that's laid out in Seven Principles to Get an Ex Back.
Oh, he said she came over one time, but the second time canceled.
Yeah, so don't ask ever again, even when she reaches out going forward, to get together, unless she brings it up. And she'll either go away or at some point she'll bring up getting together. And there might be another guy in the picture, a guy that she thought it wasn't going to work out, and then she makes a date with you, and then all of a sudden it is working out with him, and then she blows you off. So obviously your interest is low. Because the only way to really truly own a woman's heart is she has to know that if she pushes you too far and crosses too many lines, that you're going to walk and never look back. Meaning forever. It's like, treat me good, make my dick hard, not my life. Or you can go on down the road.
Coach, why do some women think being initially mean to a guy that approaches them to test them to see if they pass their test? Isn't that toxic? I'm not pursuing someone if their first impression is that.
Well, a girl's been raised right and her dad provided a stable masculine environment. She's going to be pretty chill and pretty calm, and she's going to resonate with guys that are chill and calm because that's what masculinity is, because she was bathed in it from her father her whole life. And so she knows what that feels like. And if she knows what that feels like, she's going to be pretty chill. She might break your balls a little bit, but she's gonna not gonna be nasty and mean. The girls that are gonna be nasty and mean are gonna be the girls that come from a broken home and hate their fathers or are pissed off at them or grew up without fathers and have daddy issues. That's why I say all the time, easy going, easy to get along with, and she's got to be nice to you.
Mm.
So on a first date, it's just that's why she should be doing 80 to 90% of the talking. And you're looking at her body language, and is she playing with her hair? Is she touching your arm? Is she getting extra close? Does she bump into you when you guys are walking together? Those are all signs that physical touch barrier has been broken, and now you're invited to touch back. And then so you escalate from there until you encounter some resistance, and then you just kind of back off and chill a little bit, and then go back to asking questions.
I also think it's women in their masculine trying to play hard to get, and they don't really understand, like, that's being mean. It doesn't
Well, again, because
work
the
that
dad
way.
wasn't around to teach him
Yeah.
that. Because again, girls that are raised right aren't going to do that shit.
Yeah.
Girls that are nasty and mean like that have been prompted by other girls to act that way. Typically, ones that have adopted a feminist, woke worldview, because that ideology kind of takes the place of the father, if you will. You gotta focus on your career. You have babies later in life. You don't need a man. You go, boss girl. You can do it.
Yeah. Try having a baby by yourself. Thank you. Hey, brother Corey, you made a statement on your video saying delay doesn't mean denial. Does that apply if the woman moved to another state, like in my case? I have been in no contact since she left, and it does help and work.
Well, when I say a delay does not mean a denial, usually what I'm talking about is seducing her. And so, what a lot of guys do when they're trying to seduce a woman in person is as soon as they encounter a little resistance, they give up, they often apologize, and then they stop making any kind of move or an effort and kind of start acting weird. Whereas a 3% man and a guy that understands my book just recognizes, oh, I'm going a little too fast. So let me slow it down a little bit. Let me make her feel comfortable and safe. And so then you just kind of lean back in your chair and you just go right back to asking questions and getting her to talk. And then at some point, 15, 20 minutes later, she'll start playing with her hair and touching your arm and laughing and getting close and touching into you, touching you. And then you can start making out again. Making out leads to heavy petting, and each time you get a little further. So that's what I mean. In other words, if you encounter a little resistance, don't give up. It just means you're going too fast. And so she's letting you know she's not comfortable enough yet to go further. So it doesn't mean give up. It means slow it down more. Take your time. You're going too fast. Pump the brakes a little bit. So that's the context when I say a delay is not a denial. Because the other thing is, if you try to kiss her and she pushes you away, guys that don't know any better go, "What's wrong?" And they get in like a huff and puff, and then they're looking at the girl and she's not happy, and he's not happy, and then he gets mad and he like cuts the date short, and it looks like, oh, I didn't want to sleep with you, and so now you don't want to be on a date with him anymore, and then they completely blow it if they come off like that. Because then it looks like all he wanted was to get laid, and if she wasn't down to bang, he's gonna blow her off and see you later because he didn't really care to begin with.
Guys
So
like that are scary. Say
yeah,
for
so
real.
that's why you got to be smooth and you just understand it. Just say, just slow down and back off. It's all cool. It's all fine. It's all good. Nothing to get perturbed about. You continue being calm, continue being relaxed, and you just slow it down even more.